welcome back to my channel. I said that so weird. It's Nelly. Back today with my first official fall makeup tutorial, and I wanted to kick things off with a bang, and I think this look is definitely banging. I saw a picture of Nina Debray, and she had a makeup look that was glossy burgundy with like a little bit of a touch of yellow, and I loved it, and I was like, yes, this is perfect. I want to do something similar. It's definitely not the same. I think this is definitely a little bit more wearable than her look, but I was really inspired, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be my first fall makeup tutorial. So that is what I did for you guys today. I have a super smoky eye with a wet glossy lid, some glossy lips, a very highlighted sculpted face. Fun fact, my hair is actually not wet. This is a treatment that I have on. It's coconut oil with some She Moisture mask thing that I have in my hair because my ends are so fried and I can't continue to keep cutting my hair because I'm gonna end up with no hair. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this kickoff of fall makeup tutorials. This is one of many coming up here on my channel. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go. Remember, if you all already subscribed, do not hit the subscribe button because you are going to unsubscribe. But if you have not subscribed and you are a new subscriber, first of all, welcome to my channel. And second of all, please subscribe if you would like to, and also hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time I upload a video, which is 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and let's be serious, sometimes once a week. So okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get into the tutorial. Alrighty, so let me take a sip of this vino and we are ready to start. My eyebrows and my eyelids are already done and primed. I'm going to start off by taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm taking the shade Golden Ochre, and that is what I'm going to be putting on my crease as my transition shade, and I am using a Sigma E40 to do this. I'm gonna go in to the shade Burnt Orange, also from that same palette. I'm gonna take it with that same brush, but this time I am keeping the color a little bit lower in my crease, but again, I am blending this from inner corner all the way to the outer corner, making it nice and smoky. I'm going in to the shade Red Ochre, which is this beautiful red tone based shadow. I'm going to begin to place this first on my outer corner, and then with whatever is left on my brush, I'm going to begin to blend this in towards that inner corner. Again, you want to keep this just as smoky in the outer corner as you are in the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with that first Sigma brush and I'm going to blend out the edges. I'm going to go into the shade Venetian Red with a Sigma E45, which is a little bit more tapered. And again, I am doing the same thing. The only difference is that I'm keeping this color even lower. Once you have that color placed, go back in with that previous brush and blend out the edges. I'm going to take the shade Love Letter with a Sigma E35, and I'm only going to be placing this color in the outer corners. I'm going to really pack it on there and get it nice and pigmented. Once I have the color payoff that I want, I'm going to go ahead and take a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to wipe off any of the excess fallout. I'm going to go ahead and take the color Vermeer, and I'm going to pack this in my brow bone, and this is just going to tie the whole look together. It's going to clean it up, and it's also going to give the brow a more lifted look. So now I'm going to go in to the famous Subculture palette, and I'm going to take that yellowy shade, which is called New Wave, and I'm going to place this in the inner half of my lid. And you guys, this color is so pigmented. I know this palette is very talked about negatively actually, but if you want intense pigment, this is the palette for you. Like, this palette is crazy pigmented. So I did apply that color in the inner half of the lid, and then I just kind of blended out the edges just a little bit. Let's move on to the skin, and then we'll come back to finish the eyes. I'm starting off by moisturizing the skin using the Glossier Rich Moisturizer, and I am going to prime the skin using the YSL All Hours Primer. They sent this to me, and I literally had a panic attack when I opened up that package. I was so incredibly grateful. That primer is very luminous and dewy, so I had to go in with something that was a little bit more kind to the pores. So I went in with the Dermalogical Hydra Blur Primer, and I applied that on the areas where my pores are a little bit more visible and wherever I had a little bit more of texture. I'm going to go in with the Prosecco Liquid Highlight by Becca, and I'm going to apply this to the highest points of my face. So wherever I normally apply powder highlight, I applied the liquid highlight. And then I'm going to go in to my new favorite foundation. I love this foundation. This is the YSL All Hours foundation. By the way, they did send me the package, but they are not sponsoring this video. I truly do love it, but as you can see, it does oxidize, so be very careful when picking your shade. I would definitely recommend going a shade down than your normal shade, but if you can test it out at the store, please go ahead and do that instead. So I apply it with a brush first, and then I go in with a damp sponge just to kind of blend it out. I'm going to go in with concealer. I am using my favorite concealer at the moment. You guys already know this is the Kevyn Aucoin Supernatural Concealer. Today I am taking the shade EC03, and I'm going to apply this under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and up towards that forehead, just to kind of highlight everything. And then I go back in with that same damp sponge, and I'm just going to blend that concealer into place. Once the concealer is blended out, you want to go ahead and set it with powder. To set the under eyes, I am going in with the Kat Von D Lock-It powder in Petal, and then to set the rest of the skin, you guys already know this is my favorite powder. This is the Givenchy, oh yeah, I was feeling myself. This is the Givenchy Lumiere Rose, I think that's the name. I'm not sure, I always forget it, but I use that to set the whole entire skin. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing that I did up in the crease in my lower lashes. I am starting off with burnt orange, and I'm going to smoke that out under the lower lashes using a pencil brush. And then I'm going to take a mixture of red ochre, Venetian red, and love letter, which you will see now that I kind of make that little cocktail, if you will. I was like, yeah, why not? Let's just mix it all together. So I'm going to mix all those three shades, and I'm just going to pop this under that lower lash line to smoke it out some more. I wanted it to be nice and smoky and blown out and very fall appropriate, so I went a little crazy. I took a little bit of Cypress Umber, which I forgot to do a close-up, which is that brown that's in that palette, and I applied a little bit of that tighter in the lower lash line. I'm going in with a brown eyeliner, and I lined my waterline. Sorry that I didn't show that, it's just I get really close to my mirror. Okay, so moving on to bronzing, I am taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun, and I am just going to bronze up my skin. So I'm bronzing up the forehead, the hollows of the cheeks. I'm also going to take a little bit down the neck just to make sure that everything is nice in one color. I'm going to go in to the Kat Von D Powder Contour Kit. I'm going to take that middle shade, and I'm going to apply this only to the outer edges of the hollows of the cheeks, just to chisel everything out and make everything look nice and skinny. I'm gonna go ahead and take some more of that translucent powder, and I'm just going to clean up that contour and bronzer area again to chisel everything out, make us seem like we lost a couple pounds. And yeah, so moving on to highlight, I am taking the Kylie Jenner Loose Highlight in King. This is one of my favorite highlights at the moment. I add this highlight on to pretty much every single makeup look I do. I am obsessed with it. So I'm applying that using a Morphe M501. I'm applying it to the tops of the cheekbones as well as up towards the arch of the brow. And I took a little bit on the chin, also on the Cupid's bow and the tip of the nose, but that wasn't enough. I had to add something more. So I'm going in with Hustle Baby from Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, and I'm just going to pack this right on top. I love this highlight because it makes your skin look wet. It's my favorite. Like, I haven't put it down ever since I bought it. It's so good. For blush, I'm going to go in with the OFRA blush in My Tai. So I am going to apply it to the apples of the cheeks. It's a beautiful orangey kind of a color, and I think it's beautiful now for the fall time. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out to make sure that everything is nice and smooth and that there are no harsh edges. I'm going to curl my lashes, and I am dancing while I'm doing this. Do not do this at home. I don't want anybody to rip off their lashes while curling them and dancing. So don't do what I'm doing. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara. I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And here comes the fun part. So to achieve the glossy lid, all you need is a clear lip gloss. I took the Wet n Wild clear lip gloss. It's like $2 and it's amazing. I'm taking a little bit of product at a time and I am simply just patting this on my eyelid. I am not rubbing, I am simply patting that in, and that's it. Super quick, super simple, and the outcome is gorgeous. For lashes, I took the OG lashes in the style Siren, and then we are on to lips. So I started off by just lining my lips with a very natural lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with this Estee Lauder lipstick. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but I actually ended up really liking it. I think it's a very beautiful kind of different color because it does have some plum undertones, but it also looks a little bit red. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then right on top, I'm going to go in with the Bare Minerals lip gloss in Diva, which matched the lipstick perfectly. It was like the same color, just in lip gloss form. It's gorgeous. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish everything off by setting my face with some MAC Fix Plus. That's it. You're done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye.
Feel like I do right now.